I know that's a lot. I know it's like really crazy in here, and I know you won't have like the satisfying before and afters, but for today's video, I wanted to talk about something that I saw actually on HGTV, and I do watch some HGTV because that's what my mom watches. Sometimes I hear it, but the only reason I watched this series is because Wendell from Survivor was in it. I actually was like, this lady knows what she is talking about. At least a way that it's helpful. I'm talking about Clutterbug. I don't know if it's like still a thing on HDTV. I'm pretty sure this was like several years ago. So this is the Clutterbug quiz. So there's a different bug for each type of style, organization style you are. Let me first go through each of the things. So the idea, it's kind of a matrix. So it's like, do you like to see your stuff? Do you like to hide your stuff? And then versus, do you like to have very organized, um, like like very compartmentalized things, or do you need like big bins of like clothes? For the B trait, the B is a visual person who often has a project on the go. B's are very organized people, but they also prefer to see their important and frequently used items rather than store them away in closets or containers. The B is visual, but it likes a lot of little compartmentalized things. And then the butterfly likes to see all their things, but they need like really big categories. The ladybug, you need visual simplicity, so that's the name of like just hiding everything away. Like you want everything to be like the same drawer, like the same drawer pull, and it just all looks the same. And then the ladybug needs, let's see, ladybugs are generally stressed out by surface clutter and like to keep their living space clean and clutter free. Usually, a ladybug takes a lot of pride in having a clean and well decorated home. The hidden areas of a ladybug's home are a different story, though. So the ladybugs, they hide things away, like the 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 ugliness, or like the messiness. Like that would be like if my closet looked like my whole room, but everything else looked like really straight and tidy. And then the last one is the cricket, and the cricket love visual simplicity and organizational abundance. So like I think the crickets, when I think of crickets, I think of like those TikToks or like those shorts where it's like ASMR, but like putting like every single yogurt like in order in the refrigerator, that kind of thing. So it's more of a detailed oriented perfectionist. So if I take this quiz really quick, then we'll see what I am. I already know what I am because I took this quiz already, but I just wanted to show you what the kind of questions are. So let's start quiz. When I am done using something, I usually put it, and then these are the different ones. Wherever I use it last, I struggle to remember where to put things away, where it belongs immediately, or in a neat pile for later. So the neat pile for later is definitely me, but it's also like where I just used it. So you find your biggest clutter issue is, I have stuff everywhere, definitely. Paper and important items, inside closets, cabinets, and spare rooms. I hold on to too many things that may be useful in the future. So that's also me holding on to a lot of things, but I'm going to say I have stuff everywhere because I do. Your home usually looks a bit cluttered with things I use and love on display, tidy with occasional piles of papers or things that I haven't gotten to yet, very clean and tidy. I'm just gonna skip over that. A bit cluttered with projects or items I'm still using in some areas. I'm gonna say that because I think a lot of crafters are probably going to be with me. My projects are always happening, so like that feels really cluttered. You find it hard to get rid of things that I find beautiful or love to look at, items that were expensive, sentimental items, supplies, tools, and other items that are still useful. Definitely supplies. Your bedroom usually looks messy with clothes and items scattered everywhere. That's going to be it. A bit cluttered with daily use items that I leave out. I'm going to say the messy one. When it comes to cleaning your home, you generally have to spend time tidying my home before I can clean it. That's true. Keep my home clean and tidy? No. Have a pretty clean house and enjoy tidying it. Want to have a really clean home, but piles sometimes get in the way. That might be more me. I'm going to say that one. Your ideal craft room is bright and colorful. Okay, so this is really pertinent. Bright and colorful with all my supplies displayed in pretty containers on shelving. Everything organized perfectly in separate containers inside cabinets? No. Everything stored out of sight? No. All my tools perfectly organized and easy to access on a pegboard. So that would be my ideal if I can just like burp, 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 burp. When it comes to your home's appearance, you prefer bright, fun, and full of visual abundance, minimal visual clutter and very functional, pretty, inviting, and with minimal visual clutter, visual, functional, and organized. So the organized, less so, but if something's not functional, it drives me batty. So I'm going to say that one. Organizing systems that work best for you are visual systems that are fast and easy to use, like hooks or open baskets on a shelf, detailed systems that are hidden systems that are easy to use, visual systems that are carefully organized, such as pegboards and clear drawers. I'm gonna say this one. Your biggest organizing challenge is I don't like to hide things out of sight. I'm afraid I'll forget about them. I just haven't scheduled time to organize some areas efficiently. I tend to neglect hidden areas in my home, like storage rooms. I hate putting things away that I'm just going to take out later. That's definitely me. So it's interesting because there's some of these that I know, um, like my husband and I are very similar, but like in that last question, that is definitely, we're definitely on different places there. If a friend called you and said they were coming over in 10 minutes, you would make a mad dash, grabbing as much clutter as I can, neaten slightly, wipe counters, hide any mess, and scrub the bathrooms in a hurry. Finish up whatever I was working on. Definitely that. So, like, same thing here. Like, my husband would do the mad dash one, and I would do this finish up what I'm working on. You prefer your daily use items at work where I can easily use them and not misplace them, organized properly and put away, out of sight but still fast and easy to find, visible, and organized properly for quick access. So I'm definitely split between this top one and this bottom one on a lot of these questions, obviously. So, like, my mug for tea, for example, like, I will just keep that with me and, like, put it right next to the kettle. And, like, that's not in its place, it's not organized, but I'll just, like, put it there every single, you know, time if I'm still using it or still think I'm going to have more tea later. But, like, if somebody else were to put it in the place, like on the hook where it's supposed to go, that would be totally great. So I'm going to put the last one. You remember things best from visual pictures and instructions, reading and researching about it, someone showing me how to do it, or figuring it out on my own. So I prefer visual pictures, I think. I started, like, I did origami when I was young, and like that was something that I could like definitely understand more than other people could. Someone showing me how to do it, I don't know. Like, that's a possibility, but I think the visual pictures is where I'm at. Pick the sentence that best describes you. I struggle to put things away when I'm done using them. I am a bit of a perfectionist and I prefer minimal clutter. I like my home to appear spotless, but I hide things away where no one can see. I like functional spaces that make doing hobbies and working easier. Functional. Functional. You like your favorite things to be out where I can always see them so they don't get misplaced, stored or displayed properly so they will last, neat and tidy and displayed in an eye pleasing way, organized in a visual and functional way. See, they get me. Like, I don't know if like organized in a visual, like, I don't know if that like really gets me, but when it says functional, I'm like, that was pretty good. So I think I'll do that. I think out where I can always see them is also good, but like obviously I have trouble with that. You like to decorate your home with bold colors and artwork. Oh my gosh, it says functional here. I'm just gonna go right to it. You would like your home to be fun, bright, and cozy. See, they have functional but minimal. I don't think that's me. Beautiful and minimal. Practical and efficient. That might be me. I want things to be efficient too. I also like fun, bright, and cozy, so this is kind of hard. I'm gonna go fun, bright, and cozy because that's like more important than anything. Let's see what I. You're a bee, so like I already knew that. I'm a bee just by hearing how she explained it. I was like, I am a bee, and my husband is a butterfly. So there's a lot here. You can read a lot more about it. If you go to this website, you can take the quiz yourself. I think I'm going to bookmark this and see how that will help me to organize my spaces a little bit better. Or like just this room, my craft room, my office, and get that a little bit better. I think it'll help me to keep my work away from my play, from like watching TV and being cozy. Like I think I need to keep this part away from that and like make this room like kind of compartmentalize the different spaces. And yeah, so I hope that was helpful, and maybe hopefully by the end of spring things will look a lot different in here. I think I'm gonna need a little bit of help and then maybe a little bit of different kinds of organization. But yeah, craft rooms are hard to organize, so I know that a lot of you must be in the same boat. So I'm with you. So I'm going to do my best and hopefully I'll have some good before and afters to show. And that'll be fun later on. So maybe I'll show you some things along the way. All right. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you next time. Bye.